Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news and technicals. I'm your host Martin, and this episode we are going to be talking about, well, Crypto Crumble. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you're going to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and that bell so you're notified when we go live. If you want to keep on chatting with us while the stream is on, join us on Discord. Links will be going out right now. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me and being part of this awesome stream. Thank you for being here on a Saturday night. And on that note, let's keep this stream rolling. Yo, guys, how's it going? How's the weekend so far? Let's who's in the house. Andrew, what is up? Ada? Sure, it's on the list, man. Philip, what's up? Carthago, good evening. Dude, I don't have the El Salvador thing. Can you send it to me? You FOMO into the like button. That is awesome. You should always FOMO into the like button. Bring facts. What is up, bro? Thanks for being here. Cheers, man. Global currency war is starting. Russia exits the dollar. Flight to gold. El Salvador with Bitcoin. All right, awesome. I didn't hear that one. But I do want to talk about those points. About to go on vacation. You live this day. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Fact, I think it's gonna be awesome. Vacations are always good. I did see the anonymous message, right? We keep them dropping. Yeah, 40 minutes or so has me. Yeah. Chris K, what is up? Thanks for being here. Let's go to that screen where the magic happens, right? And we can keep on discussing different things. So last Thursday, we heard that Russia wanted to exit the dollar, right? So I'm going to start with this. And it does bring a lot of concerns, because if Russia exits the dollar, basically he's telling the US, I really don't care about your sanctions, and I really don't need your currency as a reserve. They could still go and hold other currencies as reserves, particularly gold. They'll still have a large basket of currencies, some euros. I think 40% is going to be the euro. They're going to have some yen, maybe some yuan, and some others. I think Australian dollar or something else. But they can still go and hold other currencies, not necessarily the dollar. What that does is basically the de-dollarization of world economies. Now, we know China's coming out with their Chinese yuan. They're about to release the second wave, I think, off to the population. And there are some rumors that what China was going to do there, it was China was going to basically give, if you pay with fiat or dollars, you're going to get taxed more, but if you pay with the yuan, you're basically going to get breaks or something like that, which is really smart. And that's how they're going to force people to use the yuan instead of dollars for payment. And that's going to start another economy, right? China, which is a large economy in the world, to start moving away from the dollar as well. And as the dollar will start to lose power, it would also mean that the US as an economy will start to lose some power and pressure on other countries, right? And that is something that happens with politics, I guess. In politics, it's a very hard topic to touch base on, because what happens if you do something that another one of the countries doesn't like? Well, you put a sanction on them, but then you're basically just forcing them to do what you want them to do and not what they want to do, and they're a free country. I can't remember which president it was, but I know one of the presidents of one of these small South American countries told some ambassadors, it's like, you want me to do what you tell me, but not what you're doing. I want to do what I want to do, right? If you don't like it, you can leave the country. That's what he told the ambassadors. And I can't remember if it was in El Salvador or some other country, but the president there basically told ambassadors that, yes, you want me to do what you say, but not what you do, right? It's like, so it's two different things. And he basically just told ambassadors that if they didn't like it, they could leave the country, right? That was a while back. But yes, we're starting to see a lot of countries that are not really liking the way the politics are being handled. And again, not trying to go too deep into this, but I do believe that a shift, it's always going to happen, right? Before the US, it was probably, Britain was a large economic power. Now it became the US. It's going to have to shift somewhere else, because there's always other countries that are going to be improving and are going to become economic powers. And that's just, it's just a role that keeps on floating around the world, right? Before that, you could have said someone else, and there's always empires, and all empires end. No empire lasts forever, right? And all this, force you can hold is just for a certain amount of time. It's going to be interesting, right? Anyways, Leonel, thank you for being here, man. And Rob Video, what is up? Thank you for being here as well. It's interesting how that's happening. If El Salvador goes and removes itself from the dollar rolls and starts holding Bitcoin as reserves, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, right? Anyways. And I did see that, that's why there's a call for a new Bretton Woods to circumvent the commercial banking system. Central banks are now the buyers and lenders of last resort. There's a whole bunch of points there, right? Countries want to take back control of international payments, particularly in China, because in China you do get the secondary payment markets like Alipay and WeChat, where people transact more with that than by using bank accounts. So they do want to take some of that power back. That is a legit thing. We're probably going to see that also with a lot of banks in the US and other places that, we're starting to see all these micro companies, I forgot the name of a couple of them, but there's all these small new companies that are coming out, giving people debit cards, etc., without the whole weight of the banking institution, that are giving them better benefits than the banks. And the banks are obviously going to start losing a terrain there. That's what I call it. Yeah, in the Bretton Woods, look, countries need to stop being able to print money freely. They need to go back to reserves. And that would basically get the world back in order. You want to print money, you need to buy reserves. That means you need to be able to purchase gold or something to be able to print more money, right? Your money has to be backed by something, either your natural resources or something else. The fact that, money can be freely printed, that it just increases the debt. It really makes no sense, right? So we should be going back to hard metal coins, or at least coins that mean something, right? For our video. Would you say that what Russia's doing, making a diversified Forex account? No, bro. All countries have reserves in different currencies, right? It's just how it rolls. They're not doing anything different. Jeff, what is up?
What's up?
Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, right. If people were holding hard assets like gold and silver, basically would be safer, I would say, to a certain extent, because those markets are also heavily manipulated. That's why I think crypto is such a great market, because there's no one really behind it. There's no central power. There's no government. There's no banker. There's no CEO. There's nothing, right? It's just a code and whatever people believe it's worth, and based, yes, on a speculation, but that's what everything is worth. BL, thank you for being here. It's like, why is a car worth $35,000? Have you really ever, has anyone, like, that would be an awesome question. Has anyone really sat down and broken down the value of a car and say, okay, you spend this much on metal parts, this is much copper, this is much zinc, this is much this. All right, you want to say you spend this many hours of labor onto it, perfect. This for molding, this for assembly, this for safety testing, etc. And all of a sudden you say, all right, well, the car's probably not worth $35,000. It's probably worth $10,000. Right? And why is it worth more? Like, maybe put a Mercedes Benz or even a Ferrari next to it. Why is this one perceived value? Because that's what it is. It's perceived value, right? That you're getting something that is better, that is worth more. But in the end, it's still the same thing. It's a car, gets you from A to B. It's probably using about the same or less components. It should have a value based on what it is, but it's perceived value. And a lot of people say, well, Bitcoin is just based on speculation. Whatever people believe it should be worth. I would say the same thing about any collectible. I would say the same thing about any piece of art. I would say that even about cars. Why is that car worth a lot more? What makes it be worth a lot more than, why is a BMW worth more than, a Honda or, something like that? I mean, you put two cars the same specs and everything. Why is it worth more? Perceived value. That's what it comes down to. Oh, this is a brand. Shit. Like, what is the difference? So, we are, like, perceived value is what the world runs on, right? Why do people, buy one beer or pay extra for another one, right? Oh, it's perceived value. If you really buy imported beer, if you break down the cost of production versus whatever the import cost is for that product, and then you just, buy it locally, you're probably still getting ripped off highly on that beer. Period. Anyways, Zimbabwe, Venezuela, yeah. Collectible market surgeon, yeah. No sign of flight to assets. Yes, you're correct. Anyways, let's move. We haven't done anything. Let's go with market cap. It's been a good chat at the beginning of the stream. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for being here. Let's get going with crypto markets, man. What is happening with the market cap? Yesterday it went down, rejected that 20, right? We talked about the possibility. If we fail to stay above the 20, we're very likely going to come down here, hold support. That's all good. We opened, try to go back above it. Again, we failed, but we still held support here at the 382, 1.57 trillion. Right now, opening below, very close to at 1.57 trillion. Trying to go back up, but failing. Tightness of the Bollinger Bands coming in. Waiting for it to move. Neutral at 44.45. That is it for market cap again. I really wish we had better news for it. There's really nothing happening. High to low, positive, less positive, and high to low. Nothing bearish. Jason, yeah, you haven't ridden a Honda that rides as good as a BMW. I know, dude, I get it. All I'm just saying is sometimes it's perceived value. You can talk about quality components. You can talk about, like, the leather that they use. I'm just talking about putting it back on base value. Yes, you can say there's some engineering components to that, but there has to be certain tangibles. And maybe the amount of money that one is worth versus the other one is very, very disparate. It's like when you say, well, there's a shortage, so it's just based on supply and demand. That's what crypto is based on: supply and demand, and the value that people are willing to pay for it, right? Anyways, it was just a quick thing there. Hacker Jesus, favorite perma bear in the house. Thanks for being here. I know you're not a perma bear, but you just have that reputation for being a perma bear. Anyways, we are holding support. That is good. We're trying to hold support. Hey man, it was supposed to be funny, man. Relax. I know, it's all good, man. Life's too short. Drink, smoke, and drive. BMW. That is correct. Let's roll to Bitcoin dominance, 42.06. You like it. Anyways, more Bitcoin dominance. Yesterday, losing a little bit of that dominance, 0.77. Today, gaining 0.13. Not really a lot happening here in dominance. More or less stabilizing. 42.06. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Bitcoin price, right? Let's go check out the Bitcoin. I gotta keep on writing timestamps. I did put timestamps on yesterday's video. I think it's gonna make it a little bit better, but we'll keep on doing this. Bitcoin. Action to downside. We're still within this triangle that we were talking about, right? We're at the bottom part of the triangle. Remember we said we broke back in? That's fine. We're still holding support at this bottom part. We could try to break back up again. That'll be really good. Getting above that 20 moving average, 37,516 would be awesome. Had that bullish divergence here. Was there anything bearish here? No, we were just a rejection, right? I'm gonna make this larger so we're not getting this cluttered look here, right? So we're getting some kind of rejection. And we're below 20. So we wicked it, right? And rejected it. Still above 35,733, which is good. We were slightly below it, and I was really worried that we were going to come back down here to 33,309 for a bit. Once we started to see it bounce a bit, I cooled off a little bit. Anyways, bullishness, action to upside. We're not creating anything else here yet. So it's all good. Yeah. And we are sold at 39.28. So good stuff here on Bitcoin, right? Not a lot happening. Low to high, negative, positive, low to high. We'll really be hoping that we find some support, try to pump back up and still run off this bullish divergence because we are failing to get lower than this previous low. It's the only thing I have for it. We could try to maybe go back up to this area. Very, very good. If we fail at 35,733, next area support, it's at 33,309. That's what we could be looking for, right? Could you see if Bitcoin is showing resistance on the bottom of 1 day Keltner channel? Yeah, I can try to look at that in a little bit though. Let me keep on moving through the Bitcoin. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Low, lower, low, negative, or negative. Low, high, negative, less negative. Low, high, negative, or negative. There's nothing bullish here. The hidden divergence that we had got us to rally. We hit that 20. That was yesterday after we ended the stream, actually. Now we're moving back down, which is interesting, right? Interesting. So we're trying to get above 35,133.95. I did put this area here. That was yesterday I drew it just to see after. I think I might have done this one after stream or towards stream ending. I said we might try to find support, which is where we're finding it, because I was really looking that we're getting a lot of hits here and bounces, which was somewhat okay. We also rejected here, right? Resisted here. So I was considering this area to be able to hold a little bit more. It was a minor one. We broke below it, and again, trying to break back above 35,000, which is okay. Not really worried about Bitcoin still. We are neutral at 44.72, right? Let's keep rolling here with Bitcoin. Let's go to that 1 hour chart and see what is happening there, man. On the 1 hour chart, we had bearish, right? Bearish divergence hitting. Fraction and downside. That note, we're moving down. Low, lower low, negative, less negative. We're creating bullish divergence, strong. And that bullish divergence, we even have it from one island. to the next, right? We could say we're going from here to here, right? Creating that bullish divergence, strong potential for action to the upside, rallying a little bit, failing slightly, creating more bullish divergence, and now really trying to take over that 20. We did manage to get above that 20 moving average in the last candle. Right now, moving back down, trying to find some support. And if we are able to find support at the 20, a better chance of Bitcoin trying to bounce, maybe even try to get above that $37,393 mark, right? High to low, positive, less positive, and high to low. Neutral at 48.36. For Bitcoin here on the 1 hour chart. Let's roll to Ethereum. Where's Ethereum at? $2,683. High to low, high to low, and high to low. Look, I would suggest you move to FTX instead of Binance if you're on Binance at the moment for future trading. Interesting. I like Binance. High to low. Low high, native, less native, low high. Neutral at 48.03. Right, 48.3. That's it. Nothing bullish, nothing bearish. Above that 20 still trying to find support and still trying to pump. Might be going here to 2,789 again. Test for resistance. We'll see what's going to happen once we get there. Let's say here that we are doing this also sort of upsloping triangle right here. Slightly upsloping triangle. For Ethereum, not really worried about it yet. Still trying to do its thing. It's trying to perform better than Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin moving down, or yesterday Bitcoin moving down, not helping it out. Right now it's pumping a little bit more than Bitcoin. Right now neutral at 47.98. Let's go to that 4 hour chart. Bearish divergence moving down. Low. Lower low. Negative. What is this? 1908. 1921. Slightly lower and lower low still. So nothing bullish here. Trying to rally. Going for that 20. We might have some bullish divergence here on the 1 hour chart. And that could be strong bullish divergence for action to the upside. Let's go find it. Let's go see if we have it there. GNS Music. What is up, bro? Thanks for being here. Can I check Ethereum to Bitcoin? Sure. I'll just write it down here, man. Right. Yeah. Looks like right. We're looking for this divergence here. Remember, some bearish divergence. We still would say we have it if we go there because we're still going from a low point to a high point. It's all good. We could even say that we're creating strong bearish divergence, right, by going from here to here and coming in from here to here, right? With that, we would be having this divergence. That is strong bearish, action downside, moving down, low, lower low, negative, less negative, right? What we said, we might have some bullish divergence here on the 1 hour, and that is what we're finding. And just like with Bitcoin, we could even divide it in two parts. One from here to here, low, lower low, and then another one here, low, lower low. And what we're seeing down here is that we're going from negative to less negative, and then negative to less negative still. But that second time, or no, actually both times here, we're having it against the RSI, which is interesting. It didn't trigger. It didn't trigger probably because Bitcoin failed to pump on its first divergence there. Right? Because we didn't get that nice action outside with Bitcoin. Yeah, everything is just looking like it's doing something similar to Bitcoin lately. So if we see this on the 1 hour across the main coins, it's just that. Everyone's following Bitcoin, right? Mitch, thank you for being here, man. I talked about that earlier, man. I'll, wait for a recap on Bitcoin for us to do that, right? A lot of people worried about triangle, so let's keep rolling. Ethereum 1 hour, that is it. Again, we're neutral at 52.55, high to low, high to low, and high to low. Nothing bearish. Could try to rally. That'll be awesome for Ethereum. Let's go to Binance, right? Binance. Binance is sitting at $397.36, high to low. low to high. Hidden divergence. Here, let's go first in the daily. Had that hidden bearish divergence, action downside, rejecting that 382. Went back to that 220 yesterday, ranging that area. And right now moving up a little bit, but really not doing anything crazy, right? It's not really taking off. We don't have anything else happening. Neutral at 47.75. Let's go to that 4-hour chart. Hidden bullish divergence, action downside. We did pop. Failed to get higher than the previous high. High to low, positive to negative, and high to low. Nothing bearish. We're also stagnating, right? We can see that. How do we know we're stagnating? We're making higher lows than the previous low, but we're also making lower highs than the previous high. And if you want to draw a line like this and a line like this, you would notice that you would be making a symmetrical triangle. Now, symmetrical triangles can break either way, so let's go to the 1-hour chart here. What's happening here with Binance? High to low, low to high. All right, that's the divergence I called when we came into this chart. I was on the 1 hour. We shall start the analysis on the daily, and that's why I hadn't drawn it. But low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high. We don't have that divergence that Bitcoin was having, and Ethereum, which is good. So Binance is a little bit different. Finally, we're not getting the exact same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure why people are like, I did see that anonymous video that they did regarding Elon. It's just weird that, a lot of people put a lot of weight on what Elon says. The anonymous video was pretty harsh though. Let's go here to 27, Litecoin, 27 minute into the stream. Daily, what are we doing? Don't have anything high to low, and high to low. Neutral at 41.06. Really not doing much, rejecting very close to that 20, but following Bitcoin, not doing its own thing. On the 4 hour, we had that hidden divergence. We did pump, hit that 20, rejected. Low, lower low, negative, less negative. We're creating some strong bullish divergence here on the Litecoin 4 hour chart. And that would imply that we should be looking for some potential action to the upside here, right? And we are neutral at 45.48. We don't have it against the RSI, it's just here. That note, let's go to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour, do we have that divergence? Yes, same bullish divergence that Bitcoin had. I know Ethereum follows Bitcoin a little bit more. Binance, I was kind of glad to not see this. I'm not surprised to find this here, right? Again, same move, low, lower, low, and even lower still. Negative momentum to less negative momentum, and then from here to here still. We might also have this here against the RSI, right? And with that, we could be looking at some bullish divergence still. Let's go here. Ooh, we do have it. It's just barely there. 33.15, and this is 33.23. We're going to just say this here is moving sideways, and it would be weak bullish divergence. And with that, actually the upside, there's a mosquito here. It just bit me. Dang it. High to low, and high to low. Neutral at 51.52. Litecoin again. Bullish divergence strong. Potential for action to the upside. We're moving above that 20, which is very nice. Someone says he's buying Ethereum for 200. Interesting. Anyways, high to low, and high to low. Like I said, there's nothing here. Try to get above that 20. We might come back down, hit that 20 moving average, find support and pump. Could be a move. We still keep on running of this bullish divergence, right? We could keep on going higher. There's really no reason why not. Let's go to RSR. RSR sitting at 3.5 cents. Let's go on the daily. Had that hidden divergence, rejecting that 20, right? 2 days ago. Yesterday, we just came back down with Bitcoin, low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high. Nothing here. Sold at 39. Well, sold right now at 40.07. Shifted. Let's go here. The 4 hour, we had that bearish divergence, strong action to the downside. Didn't have anything here that was bullish. We could probably go from here to here, and let's just check this one. I'm just gonna read the digits after the zeros. 59853, 54, still slightly less. All right, so we're going from low to a lower low, right? Going from here to here, right? So we have this strong bullish divergence, potential fraction to the upside. We're getting that green candle. Someone said Jeju, right? Hey, right where that project is. Seamus is gone forever. What do you mean Seamus is gone forever? Oh, dude, we just have not reached Seamus targets, dude. Dark Wolf Dan, thank you for being here, man. Neutral at 43.37. That is it for RSR. Really not much for RSR. It just tends to follow Bitcoin. Again, not really surprised to see it have this going up with Bitcoin. It's fine. We had the bearish divergence moving down. Here we're creating that same divergence that we saw with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin by going from a low to a lower low and then to a lower low still. So again, bullish divergence strong, right? Potential fraction to the upside. Finally starting to go up, hitting that 20 moving average. And like some of the other projects that are above that 20 moving average, RSR still has not managed to get above that 20 moving average. Really need to wait for it to, get above that zone. And once it's above that 20 moving average, we could still be looking for maybe higher price action. That would be really good. RSR starting to make positive momentum. It's okay. Neutral at 47.50. Hopefully we're going to get some recovery here. Let's go check out DVT because we haven't done it in a while. DVT at 0.1553. So we're going to check it at... So DVT, yeah, like I said, it's going down a bit. Now it's 0.1446. Let's go here on the South Exchange and check it out. I hate that South Exchange doesn't remember preferences. It just keeps coming up on the regular screen, and it's just really bright. So shifting it back to dark mode so we're able to check it out. So you got 4 sats. Not really doing great, right? It's just sideways, right? It's just been moving sideways for a while. Let's get the MACD and the RSI. I really wish it was more exciting, dude. It's just been consolidating for the longest time. Sorry guys, there's something here. Scratching the mic. Let's get this back on yellow. Make it columns, no matter. I just need it to be visible. High to low, and high to low. Nothing here. Low to high. Negative, less negative, and low to high. Really wish we had something more. Nothing here that is bullish. Let's go to the 4 hour again. It's just 4 sats. That is it for this project, right? Bitcoin dominance is not an exact correlate. It doesn't need to be correlated directly to the price action. It just means how much of the market you have. Just because you have more market does not necessarily mean you have to be worth a lot more. Shiga TV, thank you very much for the follow. What is up, bro? High to low, and high to low. Nothing here. That's bullish. Low, lower, low, negative, less negative. There's some strong bullish divergence here. Right from here to here, from here to here. For potential action to the upside, we did get that pump, but then rejection immediately. It kind of sucks for this project because the book to the upside is not really heavy. It could easily be eaten up. It's not really a lot of dough. It's taking forever for it to move. Let's go to the daily. We still have nothing on the daily. It's just, flatlining at 4 sats. That's it for DVT, man. I like this track. What is this? It's called Brunch. Nice. Let's go to Aave. Right. Aave bearish divergence, action downside. Low, lower, low, negative, more negative, low, lower still. Lower, high, negative, low, high. Nothing here that is bullish or bearish, just neutral. 46.74. Did refib it. We know we're floating between that 50%, that 50% and that 382, which is fine. Still below that 20 moving average. Rejection yesterday, right? Rejection 2 days ago. Rejection 3 days ago. Not strong enough to get above that 20. At $364.56. So on the 4 hour chart, high to low, And we created some bearish divergence here. That's the only thing you can notice right now. This bearish divergence. Ain't it great, man? Ain't it great? Action downside, we're moving down on it. Low to high. Negative, less negative. Low to high, nothing here. Low, lower low, negative, less negative. All right, some strong bullish divergence against the MACD, but it's just like what we've seen with the the other projects. It's about the same thing, right? This bullish divergence here, potential for action to the upside. Yeah, we're starting to move back up. Neutral at 46.51. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. And we're getting the similar typical move, but here it's a little bit different, but it's the same thing, right? Low, lower low. Or even because that's higher, so we have to go with this one. Or we're not gonna have that two-part divergence, but it's still bullish divergence, strong action to the upside, and it's starting to move up a little bit. I really wish at least it would have kept the same sentiment. It is similar, right? We just felt here to go lower, so it was holding on a little bit stronger. Right now, this bullish divergence going up, hitting that 20, rejecting slightly. Neutral, 48.75. Where can we go, right? Where can we go? Well, next area support would be here at 199. For some reason, the fibs here now are not showing through. We really want to see those fibs. We want to see where we might find some support. Let's activate this here, and let's go to style, make sure everything is there. Awesome. Let's go here on the 4 hour. All right, so to the downside, we might find some support at $328. And if we manage to get above that 20 and confirm being above that area, we try to get another crack at that 382 at $399.97. Those could be the moves for Aave. Let's go to ADA. ADA. It's sitting at $1.68. It's okay. It's recovering fine. We're getting the same move that Bitcoin. I can already see it. You didn't have anything here going up, hitting that, rejecting that. What was this? The 1618, or I think it was the 1618. Rejecting it, moving down a bit, hitting that 20 moving average, trying to pop. Really not doing anything crazy. Neutral at 50.96. It could be just regular consolidation before we pop again, right? 4 hour chart. Bearish divergence strong. Action to the downside, right? Low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high still. I'll say Big Miami, what a joke. It makes me want to run to the exit. Yeah. Right. It's insane, man. Let's go here on the 1 hour chart. High to low, high to low, and high to low. Nothing bearish. Low, lower low, negative, less negative. Like I said, similar to what Bitcoin was doing, right? Looks a little bit more like the previous coin that we checked, which was Aave, because we're not doing that stop here, but it's still creating that strong bullish divergence. And all that tells us is that we're looking for that action, potential action to the upside, right? So that's fine. Again, we're moving up, we're going to that 20, we're hitting it, we're rejecting it slightly. We need to get above that 20 if one thinks to still be good for ADA. Particularly where we're at, because the next drop could get us down here. I mean, it's a big range. We're talking about dropping to 114 almost. So I think for ADA, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rework the fibs. I'm going to say these fibs are no longer valid. We have a lot of supports and resistances down here. I don't think they're any longer playing out, right? We're really far away from them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab any random point down here. It's all the same right now. It's just going to be very minor, whatever it moves the chart. And here we do want to get to that top. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to see where we're at on the fibs. From low to high, we are below that 786. Sorry, that 236. And we can see that last time we got above it, we're rejecting it. So that's fine. We're just finding resistance to get back up to the top. Next area of support here is much closer. We'll be at $1.43, and then below there $1.40, which wouldn't be weird if we break below that 20 moving average. On the 1 hour chart again, same targets would still remain. And like I said, there's really nothing crazy happening here with ADA. Someone said, Andrew, dude, it's already there. I just haven't updated the list, so I gotta update it, I guess, right? ADA, and then someone said ETH, Bitcoin. Sorry. And after ETH, Bitcoin, we have Jeju project. And you pick the weirdest projects, man. Right on. So, Ethereum to Bitcoin, right? Do I have Ethereum to Bitcoin? I think I must have an Ethereum to Bitcoin open somewhere. I do have one here. Can this fake out to the upside? I need to check that, man. Can Chronic think you're doing, man? Across Canada, are you talking about Bitcoin? Fake it on Bitcoin? Here we're looking for a cup and handle. We never got that handle formation, right? Which went insanely high. What's it doing now, man? No one knows what it's doing back there. We're just getting some consolidation pattern here. Not the prettiest looking. Some people might say triangle. Someone said breaking up of a upsloping triangle. I mean, I'll tell you what. If you're looking at this like this, right, and you're saying we're breaking out of an upsloping triangle, I could see what you're talking about, but we don't get a lot of awesome hits here. We do wick them, but that's fine. We could work with it and say yes, it is upsloping triangle that we're breaking. That means we should be breaking to the upside, but upsloping triangles tend to shift and morph into rising wedges. So if that starts to go there, we're starting to create a rising wedge, and rising wedges, we know they tend to break down, right? So we gotta watch out, right? I'm not saying that's gonna be the case. I do believe Ethereum could have a better way to, I think Ethereum could outperform Bitcoin, right? I'm not sure if we're gonna get a flippening, but I think Ethereum could outperform Bitcoin. We would need to check. We would need to check here on market cap and go and see where they're at, man. Right? It's about half, right? Like Ethereum, it's half of Bitcoin almost of market cap. So it does need to pump to twice its value for it to get anywhere close to flipping Bitcoin, and I don't think that's going to be easy with given with the current market conditions, right? It seems to be the first fake out down below 35k so far. It has two fake outs above the triangle in previous days. Yes. So again, just watch out, right? This could shift. It could still be that the pattern that we're looking at here is not this. But what if the pattern, I mean, and this is just an idea, right? What if we're looking at something like this, man? Not gonna get the prettiest touch points, but what if we're breaking out of a sort of symmetrical triangle, right? What if that is the case and this is the pattern that we're breaking out of, and then we go for a measure move, right? Something like this. What if this is the pattern that we broke out of and we are aiming at 0.09 0.09 sats, or what do we call this? Bitcoin, 0.09 Bitcoin. Right, what if this is the pattern we're breaking out of and not that other triangle? Right? So these are a couple of ways to look at it, right? Commercial, if commercials, large hedgers aren't long on the futures. Yeah. Look, regardless what Elon says, and this is something I've been saying, right? Regarding what Elon says, regarding what anyone says regarding Bitcoin, whatever China bans wants to put there, it is not changed anything on the fundamentals of Bitcoin and what Bitcoin aims to solve and crypto in general. So think about this, right? Think about this. China is saying that the stop of operations on mining is just going to be on, apparently, on mines that are not using renewable energy. Right? And we know that they already come out with this ban in 2017, but the Bitcoin mining continued. So what they're saying and what they're doing are different things. They might be trying to push for greener Bitcoin or greener power for Bitcoin mining, which could be how things are going to be going. But if we look, think about this. If all of a sudden someone came and stopped your operation in a country, wouldn't you try to shift your operation to a country where you are able to do it? Like, wouldn't these miners be trying to go somewhere else, shift all their ASICs, all their, power of mining to some other country so they can continue producing? That's the first thing you do as a company, right? You would just send everything somewhere else so you can keep on with business as usual. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing anything move out of China, right? It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to happen. Yeah. And Bitcoin is fine. I'm not worried about it. It's still trying to climb. Ethereum's trying to climb. Everyone's trying to climb. We're just not seeing that strength yet, right? We got to consider that we could get exhausted of doing this, right? So Ethereum to Bitcoin. I must have done this wrong. Right. Yeah, it could be, right? It could be. I'm not rolling it out. No, let's Ethereum to Bitcoin. Let's go to Jeju or whatever. I think it's this one. Jeju dog wrapped Ethereum. Still gonna be all reading zeros. It's pumped a lot, dude. Andrew, hope you're doing okay with this one. I think the fibs came from the 4-hour. We don't have any data on the daily to go with it. Yes, we're hitting that same spot and rejecting it. For some reason, it cannot get above this high where it was at. We did have this divergence. It was bullish. We talked about potential for action to upside. We might have still be pumping. And we looked at this one first yesterday. So we're still on that rally. And we're still above that 20. So we're trying to rally still. Nothing bearish. Sideways. Yeah, we could say we're doing some bearish. I'm going to go with this one. Sideways motion. And from a high point to a lower point, right? And that creates medium bearish divergence for potential action to the downside. Could bring us back down to that 20, still reach that 0, so I have no number. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, the first thing you notice is that I didn't anchor. Why didn't I anchor, man? Why did I skip the anchoring? Why did I skip this anchoring, man? Anyways, high to low. High to low as well. Is this sideways, man? This chart is so horrible, man. It's horrible, Andrew. He has no data. I cannot, just put it there. Yeah, we're gonna say it's sideways, and so I'm gonna go sideways here, and hopefully we're gonna have something here on the bottom part, and that could be bullish. So, nope, more negative. So we're opening up here on the bottom. So nothing bullish for this project right now. It's just stagnating. It's stagnating, bro. Right? That's for Jeju. So, Carthigo says, oil up, precious metals up, equity markets up, DXY going for a down wave. Are we in a bear market? How about no? Right. I don't think we're in a bear market yet. Like I said, the market is just feeling undecided. We had a large movement down. We don't know where we're gonna go yet. Someone asked for a bear trap or something like that. A fake out. Well, I could tell you something though. It's not gonna be the prettiest explanation, but all right. Let's do this, right? 1, 2. I'm not gonna ignore patterns, right? And I just hadn't really zoomed out enough to see this happening, but three. What if we're creating a three fallen peaks pattern? Right? we're not going to know until we break above this area. This pick could come all the way up here still. We'll still be within a 3 falling peak pattern. And just to show you here, PC Shed, what is up? Thanks for being here, man. How's it going?
What's up?
Philip, you're no longer Ethereum, Sushi, Bitcoin, XRP. Nice, bro. Let's do this here on trading, bro. And let me bring out this information. You know, I'm gonna give you like legit information, textbook information. They're actually gonna come from textbook. For this pattern. So we're looking at a 3 falling peaks, man. I just gotta find it here on the book of awesomeness. Is it? Yeah, 3 fallen peaks should be around 648. All right. I rarely play off this pattern, but I'm just proposing the idea that we could be within a 3 fallen peaks pattern, right? And I'll show you here. Why am I finding this? It should be close enough to the pattern. It's not here. Here we go. 3 fallen peaks, right? On a bull market, plays 8 out of 21 times. On a bear market, plays 6 out of 21 times. Are we in a bull market or a bear market? We don't know yet because the market hasn't decided if it's still bullish or bearish. Anyways, break-even failure rate has to be 12%. Right? That's a big break-even failure rate. It means it has to decline 12% if it's in a bull market. A bear market is 4%. Average decline, 17% in a bull market. On a bear market, 24% from, I'll tell you where in a second. Confirmation right now. If it is a 3 fallen peak, confirmation would be here. Right? That'll be the area that we'll be moving down from for about 17 to 24%. So if that is the case and Bitcoin moves down from here, hell, dude. Here is just 17%, and that's 28,000. Here would be that 24%, and that puts it around 26,000. Right, it's not going to be the prettiest if Bitcoin decides to go for this pattern formation. Now, could we doing this? I would not rule it out right now. Right here, you have 1, 2, 3 confirmation line breaking. Right, confirmation comes after that second valley that we create. Right, so 1 valley, 2nd valley. That's our confirmation. That's what I'm looking at here. 1 valley, 2nd valley confirmation. Right. So look at this. Right, again, confirmation. Even got some pullback and then took that moving down. So does it fail as a pattern? Yes, of course. Nothing is written in stone, particularly when doing trading. Oh, it's your fever. What is up, bro?
What's up?
Trading, we're playing off possibilities. It's a book from Thomas Wilkowski. It's Encyclopedia Chart Patterns. I do reference it for patterns. It has a lot of information. I just don't have all the information all the time, right? So, like I tell people, man, trading is not about like having all the information in your head. Sometimes you got to know where to find the information that you're looking for because there's so many patterns out there. Each one has different probabilities of playing out. Each one has its own peculiarities. So what you want to do sometimes is like not clutter your head with all this information. Just know where to find it. And if you know where to find it, that's fine. Just so long as you can have access to it, you're good. Again, upward trend, 3 fallen peaks, highest peak in each peak must be lower than the prior peak, which we know that. And you cannot have that. The 3 peaks should appear similar in size and shape. And again, I would not be ruling it out yet because this shape here, it's sort of similar to this shape here, and we still have not made this one here. This moving down had the small stall, moving down, move down, small stall, move down. Again, not really ruling it out yet as a 3 falling peak pattern. And the move that I'm looking at is this one, right? So 1 peak, 2 peaks, 3 peaks. We should be looking maybe for that moving down. Be careful, right? This could be an opportunity in case we break this confirmation line. Bitcoin goes back down. This could be a great place to enter short because we know it should be looking down from moving down. We're not confirmed it yet, right? Again, I don't want to be over bearish here. I'm telling you is what I'm seeing. It's a potential pattern, right? Why am I saying it's a potential pattern? Not confirmed. Why is it not confirmed? Because we have not broken confirmation line. That confirmation line is here, right? Breaking that confirmation line is going to get us into trouble. Now the question is, does Bitcoin have this on the 4 hour as well? If we have a 3 fallen peak on a larger scale, right? 1, 2, we still have not made that third ascent, but we can start seeing that same formation here, right? So remember we were talking about a while back, someone was proposing a rising channel, and I said it doesn't look like a rising channel. It looks more like a rising wedge, and those tend to break the downside. You know, I can't remember what day that was. It was like 2-3 days ago. And I said, yo, look, this is what I see, right? I left it in blue. And then, you know, I said, look, I'll just draw your channel to see if it's going to be respected. And we broke it down, right? So again, we knew we could break down. We're hitting more than pattern measure move, right? That measure will be from here to here. No, we're definitely dropping more than that already. So pattern hit. We're looking for that next pattern here, right? To recreate it here on the Bitcoin. But what I'm looking at again is that 3 fallen peak. Again, this is gonna be too early. We don't even have that third rise, right? 2. And why is this pattern, early pattern recognition, important? Because you can see that this pattern also looks like something else, right? Can you guess what pattern this is starting to look like also? That's like a legit question. I want to know, guys, if you can spot the new pattern that we could also be making, right? And I'll tell you why that confirmation line is very important. That confirmation line goes here, right, by the way, on the second valley. Among got it, yes. It is starting to look like an inverse head and shoulders. So that's why it's important to recognize the patterns early, right? You can see that you could be going for a 3 fallen peaks, or could be going for this inverse head and shoulders here. And the problem with the 3 fallen peaks and the inverse head and shoulders is that they're going to look very similar. And it's all going to come down to whether or not this plays and how similar this move is, right? If these two moves are sort of similar, could be even for a 3 fallen peaks, but check this, right? So 1, 2, what happens if this goes here, still lower? It comes down here, right? It doesn't break that confirmation line. It still goes back up. We measure, and then we see if we are creating that shoulder, right? Then we're going to have that neckline that we want to break for us to go up, right? Then we have this neckline. So it is a point that it's make or break, because we're going to be between a bullish pattern, which is going to be that inverse head and shoulders, or a bearish pattern that's going to be this, because this then becomes that third peak, right? So this becomes a third peak if this shoulder is lower, right? If this shoulder is lower. Now, what happens if we do go up here again, about the same height, or even higher, and then come back here and pop? As soon as we go higher and we confirm closing higher than this previous peak, these 3 fallen peaks pattern gets invalidated. It's no longer valid. So we are then looking to shift our way of thought from a 3 fallen peak to a inverse head and shoulders, right? Because we know that this doesn't go there. It cannot go there. It goes against the 3 falling peak pattern. So we are now hunting for an inverse head and shoulders, right? Which is, I guess, ways that you have to be thinking, right? That's why early pattern identification it's important, and knowing how the patterns are going to behave, it's also important, right? Because you're looking at, you get 3 fallen peaks on bearish, right? But what happens if it turns into a inverse head and shoulders? Then we are looking at something different. Now on the 1 hour chart, I'm going to go back to this chart and go to the 1 hour. I'll tell you why this one really needs to pump more if we want to shake off this, right? Because even though here in the 1 hour we're looking at a 1, 2, 3 here, right, for a inverse head and shoulders, and I'll point that out here real quick just for you guys to be able to see. That inverse head and shoulders does not get us out of the woods yet, because the pattern here on the 3 fallen peaks is much higher. Now if this becomes a shoulder, right? And we get a rise here. We need to aim to get higher than this level, right? This is the place to be, not here. So this inverse head and shoulders does not get us out of the woods. We need to get above this area for us to invalidate the 3 falling peaks, right? What would the confirmation line be for the 3 falling peaks? Gamer width. We're looking at a level here around 37,800 right now. Anything that is short of this still creates that third peak, right? Doesn't matter if it's a little bit higher. It will still be a 3 falling peak pattern. Now, it's not going to be as textbook as we want it to be, but it still meets the criteria that all 3 peaks are each lower than the previous one, right? So this is lower than this, and this is lower than that. And this could still be getting us to break back down, but for this one to play out, now the confirmation line here needs to be broken, right? So we need to stay below this line here for us to negate the pattern, and then to confirm it is down here at 34,967. Breaking below that area. Breaking below that area is going to be extremely important. If we break the zone, we're looking for trouble. So I really, really want to see Bitcoin create this head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders here on the 1 hour, and get it above this zone. Getting above this zone is not going to free us for a 3 falling peak pattern yet. It could, right? It could get us above this area, because that we're looking at the same area, right? Like this pattern here on the 4 hour. Let me make it larger so we can see it better. Right, here we go. This pattern here that we're making is what I'm looking at here on the 1 hour chart. So if I just go to the 1 hour chart and leave it there, we're looking about the same thing, but this inverse head and shoulders here is not the inverse head and shoulders that we're looking on the 1 hour. The inverse head and shoulders that we're looking at on the 1 hour, one shoulder is here, the head is here, right? And we're looking for that other shoulder to be made somewhere around here for it to get us to go to the upside. But the price to be still the same one is here at 37,000, right? If we get above that zone, we negate the pattern. Anything short than that still creates these 3 falling peaks. And that's what I was telling you guys here with this illustration here, right? If we stay within this zone, which I'm going to shift this one to, we'll make it purple. So if we stay within the purple, we could be still going for this pattern here of head and shoulders, but still with the risk of this dropping lower than this, and then let's say bye-bye, right? So we're looking for that drop. So this is going to be important to see where we go with Bitcoin, right? If we try to rally and fail, we're looking for a downwards move. We might be creating this other shoulder. We could be trying to go high. If we fail to break the neckline, right? Because then we would be creating head and shoulders and we would have a neckline. Fail to break that neckline, or even a rejection of that neckline, or an attempt to go to this neckline, could still get us to break that area, right? So Bitcoin is like a little bit important right now that we keep a close eye on it, right? Head and shoulders, right? Cup and handle. No cup and handle yet. I mean, at this point, no cup and handle, because we already have a shoulder ahead, and we will be going for the other shoulder. For a cup and handle, what we want to see, it's usually a what we want to see for a cup and handle is you want to see something like this, where you come up 30%. You get some kind of drop here. You want to see it as rounded as possible. You don't want to see like a V shape like that. That wouldn't work, because it needs to be looking like a cup, right? And then your handle has to stay above the midline of that cup. So whatever your handle is has to be somewhere around here. It could be shorter, it could be higher, but you have to stay above that midline of the cup. So you want to have a 30% here rise prior to getting this drop. And the drop has to be smooth. It has to be something rounded. Lips have to be about the same height, right? The closer they are, that moved here. Lips have to be about the same height, right? You want to see these be very good. But if you create this and you identify, then yeah, you're looking for that action to upside, right? Let me clean up here. All right, that would be the cup and handle. So you would not be looking for a cup and handle here. You'll be looking for a inverse head and shoulders. Because this, for this to happen, you would need to have your other shoulder here. And yeah, you could say it's a cup and handle, but it's like you're creating a head and shoulders, right? You have shoulder, head, and shoulders inverse. If you're looking for that action to the upside. Typical for patterns to form back-to-back overlap. Yeah, you can have patterns within patterns. And you can have a smaller pattern within a larger pattern. That's okay. It's normal. Sometimes it does happen, so I wouldn't rule it out. Scared of going under 35. Yeah, it could be bad, man. It should be, if going over under 34 could get us to go 33 or even 30s. Again, I'm not going bearish yet. Still looking to what we're building, right? So we're cool. We know what we're looking for, right? That's the important thing. So that's why it's important. Like, you got to know what patterns you're looking for. You got to be able to detect them early. The earlier you detect the pattern, the more chance you have to prepare for what's to come. So here we know what we're looking for, right? We're now looking at some kind of bounce happening because we have some divergence on Bitcoin on the 1 hour, right? So we have bullish divergence. We're looking for a rise. Are we going to create something bearish that's going to get us to go lower? Now, we also have that 20 moving average here. So we could hit and reject and help us to create that third peak that we're looking for, right? The question, once we create this third peak, is are we going for the 3 fallen peaks, or are we going to make that head and shoulders? I would say dropping more than 5%, 4% from here. Right, so we would even probably draw this, and we might even be dropping more. That's 2%. So that rule that I usually look for one shoulder to the next wouldn't apply here. And because we were looking for one head to the other, from one shoulder to the other, I would not like to see anything more than 3.5 to 4% difference. You know, some people want to go wider, that's fine. But the closer one shoulder is to the other one, the better chance the pattern has of playing out. So here we want to look at something that would be up here. Again, it would be a very short move here. Maybe a quick drop and pop again. That shoulder might be very small, but we'll be looking for that confirmation line and then try to break it to go to the upside. Staying below there, even coming down here, right? Particularly closing a candle somewhere around here could put us on that 3 falling peaks, and it could still be that we're not done here. So on the 4 hour, we still haven't gotten the rise. We are making the rise of that third peak, but it's not yet confirmed. Like, that third peak could still be here, right? Like, that could be it here. Right, we just go here and then we drop, right? Maybe we close here at resistance, and then we drop. That's it. 1, 2, 3, boom. We're set to make this, right? So just be careful with the patterns. Again, it's important that you recognize them early and that you know what we are looking for, so you're ready, right? Right on. So. Awesome. This presented a great educational segment on pattern recognition and, you know, what to look for when we were looking at, you know, these things. I don't have the best drawing tools for this, and I'm not the best at drawing with the mouse. But again, we're looking for this sort of move. Let me get rid of this thing. So we already talked about them. We don't have that neckline yet. We don't know where that neckline is going to go. But again, we're looking for a potential this or a 3 fall peaks. On the 1 hour, again, I'm more worried about the 1 hour playing out. We also have the same thing building, right? So the 4 hour and the 1 hour. On the 4 hour, we're looking at this as one shoulder, right? This as the head, and then we could have that other shoulder here. We were still need to figure out how this is going to play out, right? Where at that level, where here we could be making this small inverse head and shoulders. We're set. We have this, we have this. This could still come down here and still be good. And the neckline here will be from here to here, right? We haven't created the shoulder yet. We haven't gotten the drop. There's nothing right now that would imply we're going to get a drop. One, high to low, positive, high to low. There's no bearish divergence that would suggest we should be dropping. It's just going to basically depend on market sentiment. So taking a drop here creates that inverse head and shoulders. Should be looking for a pop maybe to create this area. Again, dropping back down does, or kind of confirms, wouldn't confirm this area yet. It could be confirming this area though, for that other shoulder, right? Or that other peak. This is still slightly lower than this area. I really want to see this pop a little bit more before I actually confirm it. But yes, that's more or less what we're looking at. So yeah, awesome, right? Ain't this great? Expect 10K gold ounce in a decade. Nice. Gold is a good investment. I agree. Gold is crap. Right on. So, I think we've done a lot of things, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, the head, I see. I just see your question. It needs to be bigger than the other shoulder. So you want the head to go more than the shoulder. Doesn't matter how much. So it's lower, right? Significantly lower, I would say. You should look like a head and shoulders, because otherwise you're looking at a double bottom, right? Potential double bottom. That's all right. So I'm not. I hope I didn't miss a lot of comments when I was into the educational part of this. Thank you guys for watching again. If you like what we do, hit the like, the button, sub. I haven't said that. Hit the like, hit the bell, hit the sub. Right? Join us on the Discord, man. It's best way to get in touch with me, right? Rare earth minerals. Sending to you. Yeah. Girl, so you get some chat. What? By the way, guys, also join us on Twitter, right? It's going on right now. Awesome trip. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Again, like I said, guys, if you're getting to recognition patterns, like, and you're trading, like, there's nothing wrong with going back and reference material. It's not an exam. It's not a test. No one's really putting your abilities to remember stuff to the test, and whether or not you know your stuff to the test. It's better to be humble enough to say, yo, I can't remember what it is. I'm going to go back, reference on the book, and see, you know, where the pattern could take me percentage-wise on drops. And, you know, you're going to be saving yourself some money. I mean, you're at the end, you're trading, you're making money. You don't want to lose money. So, you know, just don't rely on your head. Sometimes it's better to just go back and look at the chart and say, okay, this is what I'm looking at, right? And just have that, you know, humbleness to say, okay, this is what I'm looking at. I believe this is a pattern. Go back, confirm. Yeah. The more you trade, the more you reference it, the more it'll start to stick with you. But also, the more patterns you have, and the less you start to see them, they'll start to get blurry and confusing. Particularly when you look at patterns that have similar ways to play out, like not double bottoms, but yeah, double bottoms. Whether or not you're looking at an Adam and Adam double bottom, an Adam and Eve double bottom, an even Eve double bottom, or an even Adam double bottom. Right? There's 4 types of double bottoms, and then there's also 4 types of double tops with the same names: Adam and Adam double top, even Eve double top, Adam and Eve double top, and even Adam double top. And they all have different ways of playing out. So once you recognize one, just make sure you go and reference to make sure you know how much you're expecting to see it drop, right? They're more or less similar ranges, but one has about 33%, the other one has about a 40+%, you know, some might have a 20+%. So you want to know, because you gotta expect, or you gotta know what area you're looking for to take profits at, more or less, right? So, again, pattern recognition important. Early pattern detection is more so, even though it'll not play out most of the time or sometimes here, right? There's a chance it might not play out. You're still looking for the potential moves, right? So pattern detection, very important. No point in coming in and say, oh, well, it dropped because we had 3 falling peaks. Yeah, at that point in time, it really makes no sense at all. It's not 4 tops, it's 4 types of double tops. And I wouldn't get really hung up on that so long as you detect double tops. Whether or not it is an Adam and Adam or an Adam and Eve or all that other stuff, you know, it's nice to know, but it's not gonna, you know, make your trading any different, right? I wouldn't be worrying about that. I would be worrying about, like, you know, knowing different knowing the different trading patterns and not just double top ones. Because look at this. This is an even Eve, right? On a bull market, it has a 2 out of 21 chance of playing out. It has a big chance of playing out as a double top. And again, it usually brings a decline around 18%. On a bear market, it brings a decline around 25%, but it has a lesser chance of playing out. Now, if you go here, you're going to see that it says double top still, but now we're looking at even atom, like I was telling you guys. And this one goes 13 out of 21. See how one of them has a bigger chance of playing out? It's 2 out of 21. This one's 13 out of 21. It's a lot less of a chance of playing out. It's also dropping 15%, but lesser chance of playing out. And then if we go here, we're going to have an Adam and Eve. Like I was telling you, it has a 15 out of 21 with a potential decline of 18%, 3% more than the previous pattern, and also a better possibility of it playing out, but still not as strong as an even Eve. And now when we're looking at Adam and Adam, you're looking at 6 out of 23. It has a good possibility of playing out. Not an Adam and Adam. So here we're looking at even Eve, sorry. So not an Adam and Adam. Or this is double bottom. All right, so we're looking at double tops first. All right, so I skipped one, I think. That Adam and Adam. Here we go. 4 out of 21 is not as good as a 2 out of 21 that an even Eve had, but it does have a bigger decline to 19% on a bull market. A bear market, 19% also, but the chance of playing out on a bear market are not as good, right? It's 17 out of 21. It's almost nothing. It has really bad chance of playing out in a bear market. So again, just like there's 4 types of double bottoms, there's also 4 types of double tops. Recognizing them, important. Right. Again, they all have different small things to look for. So, thank y'all for being here, guys. By the way, we're lacking on the likes. So hit them likes. We only have 38 likes, 52 people watching. Thank you all for being here for reals. It is amazing that you guys come here on a Saturday night to chill with me and enjoy some TA. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, man's got it right. Pointing at the thumb. That is correct, man. You should point at the thumb. Young boy never sell low again. Oh, man. What's up? It's going good, man. How about you, man? How things going for you on your end? Triple top, playing down. Not triple top, head and shoulders. All right. Jazzy Wilson, what is up? Thank you for being live. Oh, thank you for coming live and watching the show. Hi, welcome. That is awesome. It was Eupheber says shares, I guess. Cheers back, man. I'm just drinking electrolytes. What was that thing on Idiocracy? Electrolytes. They're good for you or something. Like they're good for plants or whatever. Yeah. That's all. Thanks for checking in, man. Thank you for coming in, right? So, you can't do keto because you need your beer every weekend. I was drinking whiskey yesterday, so that was fine. I'm looking legendary. That's awesome. Thank you for being here, and thanks for letting me know that. Next up, they start watering the crops with Gatorade. I know. That was a good movie, though. Give him down, making a big old reverse head short. Is it? Cardios. Yeah. The market's weird, right? We're not getting very clear reads. Even here, we don't know if we're going to go for this pattern or this pattern. So again, just watch out for it. Someone was talking about a Keltner channel earlier, and it's sort of similar to the Bollinger Bands. And I would have to go here and I'm gonna go to a cleaner chart. This one's probably gonna be better. Yeah, this one might be fine. Where is it's not gonna let me bring it up because I have the Bollinger Bands. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the Bollinger Bands. I'm gonna bring it back in a second, and I'm not sure why someone requested Kellner channel, but I'm not sure why they want to look at it. Here's the Kellner channel. We are outside of the lower band range. Again, we do have this. Let's see what settings are. 20 moving average, tier link 10, source close, multiplier 1. Right, so there's your Kellner channel. We're outside. We're barely within the Kellner channel, so it's all good. And we might be looking for a move, hopefully to the upside. Kernel channels, I don't like using them that much. Rather use the Bollinger Bands. At least you can see where the volatility can lead you, and you have a bigger chance of. Here we know that we're tightening on the Bollinger Bands, and the moves are going to start to get constricted, and we're looking for a move from here to here. All right, and you don't tend to overshoot that much outside of the Bollinger Bands. You usually tend to stay within. Here we slightly broke out, broke back in, came back down, but still in the Bollinger Bands, and that's it. Kellner channels, you can go way outside. So, yeah. The Basement Jeff, what is up, bro?
What's up?
They've been here. Sure, we can do. It has electrolytes. I know. ETH down. Sure, man. Why not? All right, so Ethereum down. We had this bullish divergence. We took that insane wake. We're still like dying here. A lot of tightness on the Bollinger Bands. High to low, positive is positive, high to low. Nothing here on the daily. Let's go to that 4-hour chart. Low, lower, native, less native. There was some bullish divergence. They did pop quite a bit. Got up about 20 briefly. Still trying to stay above that zone. Nothing here that is bearish. At least not right now. How do we know? High to low, positive, less positive, and high to low. Something bearish. Popping this bullishness. Let's go to the 1-hour chart and see what we have there, man. 1 hour or half hour. All right, I'm about to get there, man. Just give me 1 second. Right. So I'm gonna assume that you are talking about this here, right? One shoulder, your head, and your other shoulder, right? Something like this, dude. Carthago, bro. So, sorry, not Carthago. Higher Jesus, man. This is what you're looking at. It's over 5%. I mean, I think it could still work. I don't like the neck. I mean, it's fine. You just need to pump a lot to break it. And the more time it takes for this to keep on building, the more time it's going to take for it to go break. Because it's going to keep on extending, right? And every time it's going to get farther away from where we're at. So, Gamer Perry, what is up, bro? Thanks for being here, man. What do you think of Anchor? I'm not sure. We haven't looked at Anchor today. Instead of crypto, CTSI 4 hour plays. Sure, man. Yeah. Right. So again, nothing wrong with it. It's there. It is a inverse head and shoulders, right? Or head and shoulders bottoms, if you want to call it like that. But it's fine. All right. Low to high, negative, more negative, some hidden divergence here, right? Let's just finish this one. So we can move on to the next one. Low to high, negative, less negative, low to high, neutral at 48.47. Like I said, nothing crazy with Ethereum down. Still has room to run. Low to high, high to low, some hidden divergence that could start to put that stagnation that we're seeing coming back down. And yeah, like I said, nothing crazy, right? Just some stagnation. High to low here also. Jeez. And the RSI as well. Like the RSI. Potential fraction downside. Breaking below at 20. Now we're gonna have that 20 as resistance. But still, you know, hidden bullish, strong bearish, by the way. Strong bearish divergence should be bringing us back down. That's it for Ethereum down. Let's go to CTSI now. CTSI did Tether. Let's get here on the daily. Haven't looked at this in a while. Interesting. There we go. All right, so CTSI. What are we doing, man? Right, some hidden divergence like we had with a couple of big projects, and now we're getting the stagnation here. That is just turning into a consolidation pattern, and again, that would be a triangle pattern that we're making on CTSI. And there's a divergence. We don't have it against the RSI, it's just against the MACD. And we're going higher, less negative, and higher still, and this is just making a triangle here, right? That being said, we're neutral at 46.58. But let's go to the 4 hours, see what we have here. Low to high, negative, less negative, low to high, and even negative, less negative, low to high. High to low, positive, less positive, and high, low to high, some hidden divergence. Hidden bearish divergence, man. Man, there's some mosquito here. Already bit me like 3 times. Dang, use mosquito. Neutral at 46.57, right? So, do I look at cake in general? No, I haven't looked at cake, man. Fat that fishing, says VET. You can check out VET. Matic. Neutral 46.57. So let's go to the 1 hour chart, man. On the 1 hour chart, we are having something from the 4 hour come over. That's the first thing I'm noticing. Something came over that shouldn't be here. Yes. Some mosquito biting me 1 quick second.
What's up? What's up?
Yo, bro. Whoever has a name in Korean, thank you very much for subbing, bro.
What's up?
Back at you, man. What's up, back at you? Right on. So 4 hour chart, send that back. That is awesome. Gamer Perry, thank you very much for following, man. High to low. Low to high. Hidden divergence. Even track it to here at 1, the first move. Oh, let's just anchor this one here. No, we're not going to be struggling with it. Low to high, and then here high to low and high to low, right? We saw this with a couple of other projects, so I'm not really surprised to see this here. And again, I'm not going to say it's the same move, but we're looking at something similar, right? 1, 2, 3. That's what we're looking at here, right? On CTSI, there's some hidden, no, not hidden, there's some strong bullish divergence for potential actually the upside. We're popping, we're hitting that 20, we're rejecting it, we're still trying to hold support here. It looks like the 618, yeah, the 618. Trying to hold support on it at 68.09 and rejecting. We need to close above that 20 if we want to go higher. Otherwise, we risk going further down still, and that moving down could become messy if we break this zone at 65.93. Could bring us all the way down here, probably even at 30, at 40. So again, CTSI, just watch out, right? I'm not gonna be super bearish, but I would just be saying watch out, right? The volume on the 1 hour is dropping, so a big move. It's coming. Yeah, it could be, man. No name, Nate. It could be, man. Let's go to VET, man. What is happening here with VET, man? Again, guys, if you like what we do, hit the like button. Stuff. Too many people watching, very few likes. If you enjoy the content, if you've been here more than a couple minutes and you are liking the content, just hit like. No problem with that. It's free to hit the like. Nothing bearish. We had this hidden bullish, still running on it. Above that 20, trying to get above that 50% retrace right now at 12.77 cents. Right now, sitting at 12.63. Not really seeing anything a lot here. Building neutral at 46.99. So let's go to the 4 hour chart. It might be more interesting. Has strong bearish divergence, action downside. We're moving down on that. Low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high. Neutral at 47.86. Nothing bullish happening. Just still playing off this strong bearish divergence. So that means we could still reject this zone and try to crash farther down. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Hidden bullish, popping low, lower low, negative, less negative, just like with Bitcoin and some of the other projects, right? We're getting the similar move. Not the exact same move, extremely similar on the looks, right? So strong bullish divergence, potential fraction to the upside. We did go up. We hit that 20 moving average. Now we're rejecting it. We're also rejecting here 12.77, right? We're neutral at 45.94 here on VET, right? So nothing bearish. We still have this bullish. Let's see who's going to get us to rally more. Strong bullish divergence. Let's go to Matic. Matic to the dollar, man. On that daily. Right, so we're looking for this hidden divergence. We're still hunting for it. It's still there, waiting for it to bounce. Getting support at that 382 right now. Close almost spot on at that 5 node, which is fine. Neutral at 49.37. Well, let's go to the 4 hour chart. There's really not a lot happening there. So low, lower, negative, less negative. We had that hidden divergence, try to pump, creating strong bullish, and that's probably part of the reason that we're holding on to support, because we have that bullish divergence. Now we should be looking for action to the upside, but for some reason we're getting some pressure on the price. It seems that it's going down right now on this 1 hour chart. Sorry, on this 4 hour chart. Although we had this bullish divergence, and that's not good. You want to see bullish divergence, you want to see takeoff. Target right now would be that 20 moving average at $1.67. Above there, we have that 236 at $1.87. But failing to break above this zone would confirm some kind of bearishness or bearish sentiment, and we might move down. Still sitting right now at $1.53. Hopefully this bullish divergence will play out. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour, we were looking for this divergence, right? We did move down, hit that 20 and popped, and that was yesterday when we were live, so that's fine. And now we are getting this move here, which goes slightly higher. And on that move, we are coming from a high point to a lower point, right? So there is bearish divergence strong, action to downside, and here, like with Bitcoin and the rest, go from here to here. And I think I'm just going to track it all the way down to here. It'll just be easier. Negative to less negative, and a low point here to a higher point. So there is strong bullish divergence fraction. The upside already popped, hit the 20 and rejecting, but we're still not dropping below that 382, which is fine. I'm going to hold it as support and try to bounce from there. So long as we don't drop below this level here at whatever this low here is, $1.47, we should be okay. Right now at $1.53. Chaotic Rage, thank you for being here, man. So, thank you for watching, thank you for coming in here, and hitting the like, and the bell and the sub, right? I am going to be right back, guys. One quick second. I'm back. Thank you guys for sticking with me through that small intermission. Crypto Legend, what is up, dude? Thanks for being
What's
here.
up?
Volume, and Bitcoin hours dropping. All right, I already read that one. What is your favorite altcoins? That is a legit question. Crypto Legend, what is you guys' favorite Litecoin? Fishing. Thanks
Thanks for the info. Wish you offered a class.
Thank you, man. Something like that is in the works.
Audience, say it with me.
Legendary, man. That is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You even got Goku there going Super Saiyan, man. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And that is a nice picture of you fishing, I guess, on YouTube. So I wonder what you fished. I can't tell. Adam, what are my feelings on the anon message to Elon? Dude, does it change anything for crypto? I don't think so. I think they did make a good point, saying that some people are getting screwed because of his complex where he's tweeting stuff and making the markets move and taking advantage of his celebrity-like status to wreck some people, because some people did put their savings into crypto pretty on this bull run to try to make it go up with the hopes that it would go up, and him coming in and just messing around with the market is not cool. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I'm not sure what they can do. I'm pretty sure this guy has like top-notch security. Whether or not there's things that they've said and how true they are still yet to be determined. Whether or not his money really comes from some weird mines from an apartheid South Africa, where his money could be dirty and all that other stuff. It's still weird, right? I mean, I'm not sure how much of that could be proven about him sending people to Mars to die. I would say that just comes with exploration of space. How many people died on rockets just to go to space and do something? How many people have died on all these projects, right? So I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how that I think that comes with space exploration, right? Like some rockets have failed and exploded while they're going up with people going to space, and that's not the case anymore. But back in the day, a couple of them happened, right? So I think that whether or not people are willing to go, that's gonna be another thing, right? Like, people do want to be remembered in history for doing some of that, so he might send some people to Mars. They might live, they might die. It just comes as a risk with that job, right? Of being an astronaut, going there to try to do something for the betterment of mankind. We'll still see. Regarding the other part of the message, whether or not he's just another egocentric person, or he doesn't care about people, I'm not sure about that, right? I mean, those are just accusations that are not there. Just covering challenges. Yes, you're correct, Hiker Jesus. Right, and there's Apollos. Yes. Right. So yeah, the message I think is like, what are they gonna do, man? Like, are they gonna expose him? Are they gonna expose information? Are they gonna try to hack his companies? Like, I don't get it. You know, it's just a message. So we don't even know what they're gonna try to do, right? Oh, freaking mosquito.
All this crazy Elon stuff, kid jumping on stage at Bitcoin conference, and ETH kid talking positive on podcast. What's your thoughts on this Dogecoin and chart?
Yo, Eric, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it.
Say it with me.
Legendary, man. That is awesome. Thank you very
very
much. That is amazing, bro. Thank you very much for that kind donation. You want to look at Doge? All right. Kid jumping on stage at Bitcoin conference. I didn't see that, but I did see someone attacking Jack Dorsey, and telling him that, you know, that he was censoring people, I think. On this dog coin. So I guess you want me to Doge. All right, let's go Doge. Doge. From the daily.
What's up? What's up?
Adam, what's up back at you?
What's
Thank you for
up?
being here, man. Dash, sure. Right on. So Doge, we had the bullish divergence. We did pump on that high to low, positive was positive, and high to low. So we don't have anything bearish. We are neutral, 49.55, and I think we don't really know where to go. We're still in a consolidation pattern above that 20 moving average, which is okay. Yesterday, we could see that indecision, right? A red spinning top, right now going green. Not the craziest. Let's go to the 4 hours, see if we can have something there. Jamie, thank you for being here, man. I'm not sure what you need me to do there, man. If you need to look at the asset, go add this to the crypto, and then the asset, because you just... Yeah, CVK's volume's crazy. That's okay. Crypto Booty, what is up, dude? Nice. I didn't see the Wayne. That's fine. High to low, high to low, and high to low. Low to high, negative, more negative. So there's some hidden divergence here, right? And that's probably why we're stagnating and moving sideways here, which is okay. On the 4 hour Doge, at least it's not gonna crash as hard fast, because this is helping it kind of hold on some level. Whether or not we can continue is going to be a different story. We don't have any strong bullish divergence for that moving up. We were neutral at 49.15. When is the you know, Mayweather fight? Again, neutral. So we're getting just consolidation right now, and this consolidation could break either way, right? So we're not really getting the cleanest idea where the market is going to go for Doge. Let's go to the 1 hour. All right, so we had this hidden bullish. Did pump slightly higher, and I think that's one of last time we looked at this. Sorry, guys. I got like a freaking... Like the mosquitoes bit me, and now I have like an itch all over the place. It's just freaking insane. I hate mosquitoes, man. They are annoying. Anyways, look at this, right? Bearish divergence strong, broke down. Low, lower low, negative, less negative, right? Strong bullish divergence. We're trying to pump, but we might be creating something here that is stagnating us, and that's what we're going to try to find out right now. We did have strong bullish divergence, by the way. Let me anchor it. It's anchored. Great. And this divergence, we don't have it against our side. It's just against the MACD. It's fine. It's helping us rally. Let's zoom in here. High to low, high to low. We're going flat here on the price. High to low, high to low, and high to low. There's nothing bearish here. Low to high, negative, less negative. Dude. What is this? What is this sorcery? There's nothingness. There's some bullish divergence here also. strong bullish divergence, potential for action to the upside. We have moved up. We didn't get across the 90 over the signal line, but we're struggling to go away from that 20 moving average. We're back below it right now, and we want to move away from it, right? So I think Doge right now, it's not as strong. It does have that bullish divergence. We should be trying to get above that 20. Hopefully we will. Dropping below this area again, negate this bullish divergence, and what we could do then it's, you know, might come slightly lower here and go from negative to less negative and try to rally from there. That would be my option in case we reject that 20, because then we're not strong enough to stay above that 20 moving average. So that's it for Doge. We're gonna go check out Dash. Not seeing anything else here as a pattern either, right? So see Dash. What is Dash doing, man? Which I think is this one. I have this one highlighted. This might be the Dash chart we'll look at. We had some bearish divergence, move down, low, lower, low, negative, more negative, and low, lower still. Moving sideways, again, consolidating, hitting that 20, rejecting. We don't have anything bullish here for this action to the upside. There's also nothing bearish. We are neutral at 42.05. Really wish Dash did something, right? Crispy, what is up? Good night.
What's up?
It's night for me, but good evening to you, I guess. It's very, very late at night for me. It's almost 11 p.m. Had a low, high to low, and you know, low to high, man. There is some hidden divergence here. Hi, Car Jesus, man. What do you do for a living, bro? Like, you're like, you have a lot of information there that I wouldn't suspect you would have. But interesting. Are you like a historian or something? High to low, low to high, bearish divergence, hidden, action to downside, moving down slightly. Low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high. There's nothing here that is bullish. Do we have something here in this short bit? No, low to high, negative, less negative, low to neutral at 47.72. Nothing here on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Dude, 800 EMA. Why do you want to look at the 800 EMA? Adam, that's crazy, dude. 800 EMA. Like, I think 200 is like good enough. 50, 200, 100 should be okay. Going to 200, 800 EMA, that's just crazy, man. People are picking like some weird EMAs for some reason. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything. It's just like, why the 800 EMA, man? The most, or the, I would say the regular EMAs that you tend to see in trading is the 20, 50, 100, and 200. Other than that, it's just weird to see some people are like, oh, look at the 21.532 EMA. It's hit the, you know, what? Look at the 24.6 EMA, man. It's bouncing there. I'm not making fun, bro. I'm just saying there's a lot of people, like, I'm not sure why you're using the 800. I want to know. Yeah, I just find it weird that people are using like some EMAs that are not very common for trading. So did you see something there? Is there a particular reason why you're using that one? High to low, low to high, hidden divergence, move down, strong bullish divergence, action to the upside. We've been gapped up here a little bit. So Dash, you're still looking for a move up. Do we have divergence here? Let's see. High to low, and high to low. So nothing here, right? The 800 EMA on the 15 is a 200 on the hourly. Right. Oh, you're talking about the 15. All right. Nice. Thanks, Adam. Why are you looking at the 200? Why do you want to look at the 200 hourly on the 15-minute chart? Are you just looking at it for some reason? Again, like I said, I wasn't making fun. I just wanted to know why you were looking at the 800 particularly. All right. If you're in greed, all right. No, it's Dash. Action to upside. There's nothing bearish right now. Neutral. 53. Still go on rallying, right? And it'll be okay. Fear and greed index. 17. Yes. Extreme fear. Oh my goodness, there's extreme fear. Last week we were like at 10. That's fine. Just to cross the 3 bells over here. I'm wondering why you bring in the 800 onto the 15-minute chart. I mean, why you want to look at the 1 hour EMA, the 1 hour 200 EMA on the 15-minute chart? I'm not sure. This is awesome, dude. Guys, thanks for being here.
What's up?
This is a great show. I like being here. Yo, guys, I think we're going to be calling it a stream soon. I've been live for about 2 hours. Our confirmation is long-term treasure. All right, cool. Look, I think that the 800 is going to look very far from everything, right? If I go to... All right, so you said Ethereum, right? I know you're looking at the EMA, Ethereum. I just want to show you. I know the EMA is going to be much closer than the SMA, but I just want to show you something that happens here when you start using different, like the 200, right? It becomes a little bit farther away from the line, but if you use the 800, and I know the EMA, like I said, it's closer, but here.
What's up?
Dude, Sal, thank you very much for 7.
What's up?
What's up? Look at that, right? It just flatlined so much. We're really far from it, right? On the 200. And like I said, I know I'm looking at the simple one. But, great analysis music. Thanks, David. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just want to sound it off. I wouldn't use the 200 or the 800, sorry. I would just go as high as the 200. EMA is key. I know it's gonna look different, bro. I'm gonna get this back in the 20. I'm gonna bring the EMAs out. What? Why is this one down here? No. So if this one brings different EMAs, how many is it gonna bring over? All right, this one might work. Is it gonna let me? It's not gonna let me shift them. Oh, what is default? Let's go to this one. I gotta find one that has multiple ones that works fine. Monthly banks. EMA. Think this one works? No, that's the same one I used earlier. Dang it, I'm gonna have to find one now. It's gonna take me a bit to find an EMA that works, right? Just EMA. Yeah, but I wanted to get the different ones so I could look at them at the same time. I'll just go with this one then. It's going to be the 1 or the 3. Doesn't let me put the other one, right? So, again, you want the 800, so I got to go find an EMA that's going to let me use the 800. This one, hopefully this one will work. So, it's very far. Well, this one's not as far. It does kind of curve back in, but like I was saying, why would you want to? I mean, I would rather. All right, let's see. Where's this 200 at? See, I would rather use the 200, but I see what you're saying, right? Adam, Tino from Trader's Reality is where you got from. All right, that is fine though. I mean, he might be using the 800. It's okay. I don't like using the 800. I rarely go below the 1 hour chart because I'm swing trading. And remember, Tino is doing like day trading, quick moves. Like he's not swing trading, right? So Tino uses 5, 13, 50, 200, 800. That's fine. I use 20, 50, 100, 200. I don't use the 800 EMA. You can't just set the 800 in Bollinger Bands. No, Bollinger Bands use a simple moving average, not exponential. On the 15 and 1 hour. Yeah, that's what I was saying, because I know Tino goes into smaller time scales. For swing trading, I mean, it could work. I'm not sure. I have not used it. I might try to like start using it on the analysis, see if it works, but I would rarely be looking at the 800 as some kind of line. We're rejecting it. That's fine. We're holding support. I mean, like I think the 200 on the daily, it's a pretty good indicator, right? So yeah, the chop over the weekend, you only scalp. That's fine. Karthik, you're off. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, man. You are welcome. Namely W patterns. Yeah, I know. Like I know Tino's more. I've seen some of his shows. He's more looking into like, you know, the M's and W's, which are kind of like your double tops and your double bottoms. So like here you would be spotting a W probably within a small M here, right? Come back down and then it's fine. It's all good, man, right? And that's like, look, it might work for him, it might work for you. I never use the 800. Like I said, I could start looking at it, but for me, using the 800 is not really going to be changing a lot of the way I do my analysis. And I really like to, I would need to start like seeing how it affects the analysis, right? That's fine. You can trade off moving averages. I usually, like I said, I just use the 20, 50, 100, and 200. And they work fine for me on the time scales that I use, right? I usually just go on the daily, 4 hour and 1 hour, with rarely going below that area because I'm not scalping. I'm usually not scalping. I'm not looking for this quick plays, right? But here you can see you have your sort of W forming in here. You might have it better look at it on the 15-minute chart, I guess. All right. Doesn't look as pretty. You had that W, right, with that M in here. I was telling you guys that W with that M shape and then bigger W. Right, that's fine. Again, and like I've said plenty of times here, man, trading is a very, very personal thing. And you tend to use what works for you, right? And for me, using this is what works, right? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching again. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit the like, hit the bell, and hit the sub. Join us on the Discord. Link is in the description. I am going to be taking off right now. And Appreciate content and point of view, all the traders. Thank you for putting your personal views out there. Yeah, it's fine, man. You know, it's about trying new things and seeing what works for you. And once you find what works for you, you know, sticking with it and then trying to improve it. Like I said, I don't mind start looking at the 200 EMA, but I would have to do like some personal research on it, see how it's working. For me, like I said, I don't think it's going to be affecting that much on my analysis. I do rarely go into the 15-minute chart to look at something. I rarely go into the 30-minute chart to look at something. Just when I need a little more definition, I would go there. But other than that, it just is not what I'm usually doing, right? So my style and Tino's style are completely different, and I get that. And that's, you know, you got to find what works for you, like I said, right? Guys, again, thank you for watching. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit the like, hit the bell, hit the sub. Join us on the Discord. Links have been going out throughout the stream, but here they go again. That being said, talk about crypto to your friends, your family, and to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. This is Sir Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. Like, again, a pleasure being here on this Saturday night. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. That being said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of State of Crypto. Until then.